Hello everyone, my name is Paula Ramirez and today I'm going to talk about why teaching pronunciation is important. I will also explain the difference between segmental and suprasegmental features and share some easy classroom activities that we can use with different levels of students. First of all, pronunciation is much more than saying words correctly. It helps students speak clearly and understand other people better. Students may know a lot of grammar and vocabulary, but if the pronunciation is not clear, communication can become difficult. That's why pronunciation should be a part of every English lesson, not something we teach only once in a while. As explained in our course guide, good pronunciation helps learners communicate more clearly and avoid misunderstandings. Let's start with segmental features. These are individual sounds of English, like vowels, consonants, and for many students, some English sounds are new, so they need practice to hear and say them correctly. One great activity is minimal pairs. These are two words that are almost the same, but they change only one sound. For example, sheep and sheep, bat and pat, thin and thin. For beginners students, I will play a listening game. I will say one word and students will show card A or card B depending on what they hear. Then they repeat the words after me. It's simple, fun, and help them hear the difference. For intermediate students, I will use mouth practice. I show the students where put their tongue and lips. For example, to say the TH sound in think, they place the tongue gentle between the teeth and the ears come out. Students can use a small mirror while they practice too. For advanced students, I will ask them to work in pairs and read short conversation using these sounds. This helps them practice pronunciation while speaking naturally. Now let's talk about the suprasegmental features. This includes stress, rhythm, and intonation. They are very important because they help English sounds more natural. The first one is stress. Stress means that one syllable is stronger than others, sometimes changing the meaning of a word. For example, present is a gift and present means to introduce something. A fun activity for beginners is clapping. Students clap when they say the stressed syllable. For example, table, about, begin. This helps them remember where the stress gone. The next feature is rhythm. English has a special rhythm because some words are stronger than others. Usually, important words like nouns, verbs, and adjectives are stressed. For example, I want to buy a new phone. The important words are want, buy, new, and phone. A good activity is using short chants. Students repeat simple sentences with clapping or tapping the table. This helps them speak more naturally. The last feature is intonation. Intonation is the rise and fall of our voice. It helps people understand if we are asking a question, giving information, or showing emotions. For example, are you ready? Goes up because it is a yes or no question. Where do you live? Goes down because it's a WH question. One easy classroom activity is drawing arrows about each sentence. Students look at the arrows and practice reading with the correct voice. Finally, I think the pronunciation should always be taught in a fun and meaningful way. Inside of only repeat words. Students can play games, work with classmates, and practice speaking in a real situation. To finish, teaching pronunciation is important because it helps students speak with confidence and communicate more clearly. Segmental features help learners pronounce sounds correctly, while suprasegmental features make their English sounds more natural. By using activities like minimal pairs, mouth practice, clapping, reading games, and intonation practice, we can make pronunciation lessons interesting and effective for students of all levels. Thank you very much for watching, and that's all.